Hey everyone, welcome back. Today to a little bit of a different episode where we're talking about the beautiful aroma of coffee. Okay, and not necessarily in coffee fragrance form, although if you stick around to the end, I'll name a couple of my favorite coffee fragrances. But yeah, the aroma of coffee. Remember, this is scents with benefits. I'm absolutely stunned every morning how good I feel when I get to drink my coffee, when I get to make it, I get the smell, sun is shining, it's all beautiful, all right? So let's talk about my coffee routine and if there's something that you might like as well. So, first up, this here is my go-to brand. I've been trying out a lot of them, and this specifically, Lavazza Super Crema. I'm gonna link it below. Those are my pre-roasted espresso beans that are not too strong. Okay, there's a little bit of you kind of have to know what you're doing when you do your own espresso. Okay, but this thing right here, I know the name sounds a bit funny, but trust me, these beans are no joke when it comes to flavor. All right, Lavazza is an Italian brand that's been around since 1890s or something like that. So they definitely know their coffee, okay? And this thing is the bomb, all right? So what I love about these specifically is that they're rich, nutty flavor, okay? We got brown sugar and hazelnut in here. And it gives it this little sweetness, and the medium roast, which is, again, like I said, not too dark, is really smooth and balanced in taste, and it's definitely not too bitter or acidic if you brew it right. You get the perfect crema on top. This is awesome, all right? So I use these beans to make espresso with oh, look at this. My trusty espresso machine. I love this thing. And look at that beauty. It's been with me for, I don't know, 5-6 years already, and I love it absolutely. This is the Breville Espresso Barista Espresso, something like that. I'll link it below as well. But the crema that this thing makes on top is just luxurious, thick, and persistent. And it has this gorgeous caramel color, all right? So even my guests who aren't big coffee drinkers are always impressed by this espresso shots from that machine and with these beans, especially when I make an avocado, which is kind of like with vanilla, ice cream, and coffee, or just a regular thing. My wife loves when I make a double espresso and then fill it up with hot water and a little bit of cold water so you can drink it right away. And that's the perfect start into the day. All right. But beyond the taste, I'm fascinated with the aroma of coffee in general, both while brewing and also in fragrances, like I mentioned before. Coffee is actually a note used in a lot of perfumes, especially gourmand and oriental scents, believe it or not. All right. It can add a deep, bewitching warmth and sweetness to your fragrance. All right. So some of my personal favorites are Halloween Man X. All right, this is a good one, relatively cheap, definitely good coffee flavor in my opinion. We got Terry Mugler, a Men Pure Coffee or something like that, and then Mason Martin Margiela Coffee Break, YSL Black Opium, and Montal Intense Cafe. All right, so these are definitely some that you can look it up. But I would like to know from your side, do you like coffee? Do you drink coffee? Do you hate coffee? Is it something you can live without or not? And what are your favorite coffee fragrances? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to have this conversation. I find coffee scents so comforting and alluring. It's beautiful. They make me feel cozy yet energized at the same time. And if you're a coffee lover like me, I highly recommend trying out this coffee and maybe even some of those coffee fragrances. All right, so that's that. Hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.